I experienced an extremely gentle arrival into my casita in Mazunte. Upon arrival, I enter my room and they're singing from a nearby church. And while I'm not a religious person, I felt really grateful to be received in this way.
¿Qué haces, Clover? ¿Qué haces, mamá? Vamos, vamos. Vamos a comer. Clover! Ew!
I should say that this is not my first time in Mazunte. I like to sneak away to this place. It's a little over 3 hours away from where I live, outside of Oaxaca City. It used to be longer before they built a new road once I moved here. So I take that as an invitation to come and visit this quaint little beach town every once in a while. I brought my dog Clover with me, and we are so ready for these small beach town vibes.
This is seriously my walk home right now. Into the abyss. The straight up abyss, bruh. There goes somebody. Oh my god.
I only headed home to drop off Clover and then I headed right back out. I was very serendipitously invited to an open mic jam sesh, which is my favorite thing in the world. And it was a perfect way to start my first night in Mazunte.
first time I'm getting a chance to even talk to you, because I got here yesterday afternoon around 4 p.m. and it has just been constantly on since then. See, I'm even like on the move right now. I just went to this beautiful restaurant. This restaurant that's at the top of this, mira, you can see it says Restaurante. Restaurante ahí. This place is called El Copal. I had this amazing piña colada with mezcal. I think it's called like a Mexican colada. It was really good. I was a little concerned. I wasn't sure. But the owner was telling me how this mezcal, they get their mezcal from a place where the bats that eat the agave, then they like go to this mountain and poop, and then they poop into agave, and then that's the agave that they use to make this mezcal. So it's like super organic. I might be missing some details, but that's pretty much what he told me, and it was really, really good. Clover taking a poop. Good girl. So I had that piña colada and it made me really tired, so I think I'm gonna just go back to my place. Unfortunately, I do have a work call. It's more like a volunteer gig that I do. Check out my video about Mosaic Camp, because that's the organization, CISV. I have a call with the board of directors this evening. Maybe it'll add a necessary pause and some normalcy into my time thus far. Where's my dog? Being slow. So yeah, I'm gonna, I think, take a nap, maybe like watch a show or something, like something just to be like a pause. Hola, buenas tardes. Do something that's actually like completely shutting down. Ah, sí. ¿Cómo? Yeah, más arriba. Sí. Okay. I ran into the guy that I met on the beach, and he was on his bike, so he offered to drive me up. And so now I'm already here, and I just have to walk up the hill to my house a little bit more. Everything here is so serendipitous, and it's kind of teaching me to be open and to talk to people, you know. That's kind of the chapter I'm in my life right now. You know, just really, I think I was a little individualistic before, which was fine. It's what I needed. But now I'm really learning to, you know, hone into community more. And so it's obviously proving very beneficial. When you give, you get. Not that that's the reason to give, but it's kind of how it works. You gonna show them the house, Clover? You gonna show them our house?
I decided to get some rest before my work call started. I was watching season 2 of Wednesday. Afterwards, I went out to get some dinner and found myself completely stranded in the rain. Hi. This is like the first sit down moment. It's already almost 10 o'clock. There's a few things I want to do today. I feel like last night was really tough because it was like a storm and the room got super humid, and I'm like asthmatic and I forgot my inhaler. So even now I can like feel short of breath, so I have to go see, I'm gonna pass by like some pharmacies or see if I can find a clinic to see if I can get an inhaler. So that's like a not fun task that I have today. I'm also gonna just go grab breakfast right now. I'll probably do that first just to get it out of the way. I need my coffee, which I haven't had yet. I know this is like, it's so weird because this is like my relaxing vacay. And I've been so busy, but it's been busy of like
fun fun and relaxing thing, so it doesn't feel stressful. It just feels like it's kind of been without pause. I had a work call last night, brought food really late after that, really yummy. I think it's a doblada with champiñones and nopales, mushrooms and cactus. It was cute, and it was only 65 pesos for that, with horchata, with cacao. So that's one thing I'm trying to do on this trip, is like spend very little money, and I've been doing a really good job at that, I think. My breakfast yesterday was 70 pesos, and my dinner was 65 pesos. So can you do that math for me? That's still under 150 pesos, and that's like $7. So I think that's pretty insane. I think I'm doing pretty good. So for the full of today, my main goal is to have a very chill day, to have a very artful day. I'm gonna be very creative. I'm starting new projects, and I want to like plant the seeds for those projects. I've got really exciting opportunities coming up, so doing some prep for those. I'm excited to eat. Ready? Let's go. Gracias. Earlier today with a friend, and we were talking about freedom, escape from the matrix, and how there's certain things that keep us tied to it. Money is a big one, but it's about that feeling of fear, that feeling of insecurity. But the truth of the fact of the matter is you can have everything and you can have nothing, and still both someone who has everything and someone who has nothing, you're both susceptible to harm and to love, to fear and scarcity and abundance. If the wind is a gift to you, if water is a gift to you, then most of us are so completely abundant with gifts. As long as you remember to give, you will receive. It's all cyclical. These mosquitoes
want all of me, and they cannot have it. They cannot have it. This one loves it outside, I guess. I thought you were scared of the rain. No? You like it? Qué rico el café. Pluma Hidalgo, ok. ¿Es el nombre de café o es el nombre del lugar donde está el café? Ah, ok. ¿Y vas ahí para comprarla? No, ¿o hay una tienda aquí? Ajá, lo traen. Ah, ok. Tengo que encontrarlo.
Es bonito porque tiene cascadas. Ahorita están muy hermosas las cascadas. Tiene muchas. Los cursos que vas en el camino es una aventura porque es cascadas. El camino. Es muy bonito ahorita. Con esta temporada de lluvias, todos tienen bastante agua.
Ah, sí. Gracias.
Se absorbió y ahorita está ahí descansando.
Ay, qué lindo.
I think I want to come there like in 2 weeks maybe. Or maybe I'll come after I go to San Jose.
Okay.
Let's stay in touch.
Yeah. No sé si me escuchas. Está muy fuerte aquí el mar y el viento. Puedes ver que aquí no es un lugar para nadar. Es muy peligroso porque sí, es muy fuerte el agua. Es muy fuerte el mar. Are super strong today, as I'm sure you can tell. Me and this little one. Say hi. We're gonna go to the market today. How cute. She likes the wind, right? I'm here with my coffee. You can't see it because I'm using it to keep this camera up right now because my tripod is full of sand from the windy beach yesterday. I actually extended, so I should have been leaving this place this afternoon, but I put on an extra day. I just have to get home by Tuesday because I teach like a English class for the kids in my pueblo and I don't want to miss that, but I'll arrive on Monday and then I can teach the class on Tuesday. Today is the solar eclipse in Virgo and the new moon. I just really want to flow. I don't have any expectations for how this day will go, and that's been really important for this trip. I had a conversation with my brain the other day to let him, I'm using him because I think my brain can be very masculine and controlling. I told my brain, listen, you're not running this ship anymore, okay? This is all about intuition, this is all about heart. So anytime I feel like my brain is doing too much like calculation in terms of like what's the plan, what should we do, I'm just like, this is not your job anymore. I appreciate you, but you've been trained for a lifestyle and an environment that I no longer align with. And my intuition was trained by the ancestors. My intuition was trained by people who are survivors. And and they're the only ones that was like, was that affirmation? Yes.
They're the only ones I'm listening to right now. So my brain, and I had to give some appreciation to my brain as well, because I'm like, I don't want to undervalue, but I couldn't be talking to you right now without this brain. I couldn't be navigating this world. I couldn't be doing any of it. But like, maybe that's the pure function of the brain. Maybe it's actually just to allow us to do the things, like for me to create my art, for me to share my work with you, for me to share my thoughts, for me to communicate. Other than that, when it comes to decision making and choices and moving through the world, what if we're supposed to be here only? You know? I wanted to also mention that I had that one night where I had trouble sleeping because of the whole humidity thing, and so the next day I was actually able to just go to a pharmacy and buy 2 inhalers for $15 for 300 pesos. I didn't even want to. There was a deal. There was like a buy one, get one deal on inhalers. In the US, I would have had to go to a doctor, have a consultation. So I'm like, that's one of the things I just love about this place.
And that is my last day in Mazunte. I spent the majority of the day drinking cervezas and eating tacos on the beach, just watching the water.
Rosa.
Sí.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Y qué tienes?
Traigo pescadillas, tacos y platanitos de papa, pescado y queso.
Gracias. Sí, 2 de pescado y 1 de papas.
Sí.
Por favor.
Con todo,
Así que es.
verdura, guacamole, salsa.
Sí, con todo. Solo no queso. ¿Salsa picante? Okay, perfecto.
Thank you so much for joining me on my trip to Mazunte on the coast of Oaxaca, Mexico. It has been an absolute honor sharing this time with you and giving you a taste of this beautiful place that has become my satellite home. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and to leave any comments about anything else you'd like to see in the realm of wellness, of travel, and of getting free. Thanks for being here.